Hello again, you know what's the time? It is time to cover and see which indie games from the last month were the best. June was full of brand new games and full releases, and I must say that this list looks good. So yeah, to not drag it out anymore, we will jump into the list in just a second, but before we do so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment about your favorite game on the list, or just say something nice. Thanks. Void War is starting the list, and as you can see, it is strikingly similar to the very well-known FTL, not without reason. It has almost 1,400 reviews, 91% of which are positive. This is a spaceship management roguelite in which we command an ancient starship and fight our way to the heart of a dying empire. There is not much to describe here, as we will basically fight a lot, manage our ship and upgrade it with artifacts, create powerful combos thanks to the vast array of upgrades we can choose from, and build our crew. There are 6 different factions, and each crew member can be customized with various equipment. Everything is presented in a gory, pixel art, dark, techno-gothic visual style. There are also events we will come across while we explore the very familiar Slay the Spire style map and enjoy an amazing space theme. I mean, if you liked FTL, and in general like space games, I think this game will be a great pick. BitCraft Online is the first and only MMO game on this list. I rarely cover MMOs as I think this genre fits only very specific types of players, including myself to be honest, as I really like MMOs. It has almost 1.5k reviews, 75% of which are positive. I've been playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online recently, and I've played dozens of other MMORPGs in my life. But to the point. This game is an open-world survival crafting game in which many players will play, build houses, farms, cities and drive the economy in a single world. This game promises deep social connections and endless opportunities for collaboration between players. You can craft tools, build homes and develop infrastructure tailored to your style, trade with other players and make an impact on the economy, explore an expansive and procedural world full of mystic forests, rivers, mountains and even ancient ruins. There is also PvE gameplay and global events. I wonder if there will be open PvP. I hope not. I don't really like it. I think this game may be a huge thing, if everything is done right. Now for XCOM lovers, this game is Cyber Knights. It has almost 1.5k reviews, 93% of which are positive, and it's cyberpunk and Payday meets XCOM basically. This is your typical modern tactical RPG with gridless movement, environmental cover, and many more mechanics. Combat is challenging and in-depth. Powerful abilities, tricked out weapons, and smart coordination can give you an edge, but remember that if anything goes wrong, things will escalate quickly. Your job will be to move fast, or you can be pinned down quite easily. Your job is to do heists, and the network of underground contracts will help you with finding jobs, doing favors, paying bribes, and gaining an advantage before taking on a heist. You have to plan everything, balance factions, favors, reputations, and so on. Rivals, fixers, arms dealers, and corporate big shots, you need to think about whom to work with or betray. Apart from that, there is a character development system with talent trees and look customization, dynamic stories with evolving characters, and even a little management gameplay. This game looks good and plays amazing. If you're into XCOM style gameplay with a cyberpunk theme and heist-focused gameplay like in Payday, then you will have a blast. Cast and Chill is a cozy fishing game with beautiful pixel art graphics. I mean, this game looks so good. It is one of the best recent pixel art games I've seen. It has a very positive score and over 2k reviews, 92% of which are positive. Well, this is your typical fishing game where you can fish. You start with the basics, catch everything you can, sell and make some coins. Then you can upgrade your gear, buy better rods, reels and upgrades. You will explore new waters and catch some legendary fish. You can play this game in active mode, cast, reel and keep yourself busy, but you can also fish in passive mode and let the game do the work while you do your stuff. There are 50 fish to discover, some you can actually recognize and some you haven't seen. There are also some legendaries to catch, so keep an eye out for them. Oh yeah, and you can bring along a dog in your boat. Like, come on. Lens Island is an open-world survival crafting game for up to 8 players. It has a bit over 4.5k reviews, 84% of which are positive. This is a classic game in its genre. You can play however you like. Do you enjoy building, or would you rather be a farmer or just a warrior exploring the lands? Go ahead, you can play as you like. You will of course gather needed resources, craft new items, gear, stations and enchant your equipment to create powerful weapons, armors and survival tools. Apart from that, this game offers challenging dungeons and quests full of monsters, bosses, loot challenge and powerful upgrades. If you want more relaxing experience, you can construct your perfect homestead, from a cozy farm to a sprawling network of strongholds. It's up to you. This game offers lots of fun, especially with friends. Finally, The Altars, a game created by the very well-known 11-bit studios, creators of Frostpunk, among others. It has almost 7.5k reviews, 88% of which are positive, and it is an emotional sci-fi adventure, survival and base building game in which you play as Jan Dolski, a simple worker who has crashed on a planet where even sun rays are deadly. The first thing you see is the beautiful landscapes of this hostile world. You will explore it and build your base. And your base is a huge wheel. You will carefully manage each room, create your alt characters, and look out for resources. And, as always, since it's an 11-bit Studios creation, be prepared for some emotions and deep branching storylines. This title is looking great, the management side, creating alt characters that roam around your base. The graphics, this game looks incredible. I've spent a lot of time in this game. It was available as a demo for a long time and you could play it fully and completely for free. I mean, it was not a full release, there were only 2 classes, fewer items and so on, but you could experience the whole game and the idea for as long as you liked. Then it was released as an early build and now, with its full release, it became even better than it was. The developers introduced new classes, items, mechanics and general improvements in balance. Now it has over 15k reviews, very positive score and 91% positive reviews. Of course, as it is a competitive PvP game, there will still be some more or less OP builds, some metagaming and other stuff rotating from patch to patch, but that's okay. It is a part of games like this. Anyway, I was hooked and I had a lot of fun. I love the idea of managing your backpack, creating builds and climbing the ladder. Even though it is a competitive game, it doesn't put pressure on you. Just give it a try. It's really worth it. So now we have a game that is very interesting. Soulstone Survivors has over 22k reviews, 91% of which are positive with very positive score. I must say that I really like the graphical style. It's very simple and, I don't know, kinda clean. Anyway, this game is what you would describe with a few terms or put in a few genres. There is this bullet hell aspect, or reverse bullet hell, or bullet heaven, where we have to fight and survive hordes of monsters and of course defeat them, and we are actually able to aim by ourselves. On the other hand, there is a big RPG aspect, where we have this massive skill tree that we are able to upgrade and at some point make ourselves literal gods. Apart from that, we can craft our own equipment and upgrade it to push our character even further. And talking about character, there are 14 playable characters with many to come. There is a lot going on in this game. There is this classic experience, various characters to choose and play as, a massive skill tree, crafting and upgrading, hundreds of passive skills and runes, and so on. There is a lot to do and a lot to grind, so if you want something that is a bit more, let's say, engaging, then I guess this is the title for you. Now this strange looking game is one of the best games this month. Peak is a co-op climbing game with over 45k reviews, 93% of which are positive and a very positive score. You can play this one solo or with friends, and your job is to climb and reach the peak. You will work together, rely on each other to have any hope of scaling the mountain, which changes every day. You can help each other up ledges or place ropes and climbing spikes to make the way easier for those who come after. There are 4 biomes to climb through, each with their own obstacles. You will need to scavenge for questionable food to survive and manage injuries. You will discover a variety of helpful items, from energy drinks to climbing spikes and some mysterious items. The map rotates every 24 hours, so each day presents a vastly different challenge. This game is hella fun. and it is a perfect game to play with friends. And before we jump to spot number 1, I've prepared 5 additional games as honorable mentions. Deltarune is nothing else than an Undertale 2 basically. It was fully released and it's rocking a first place as the best game of June with almost 54k reviews, 98% of which are positive, making it a game with overwhelmingly positive score. This is a parallel story to Undertale, made by the same developer of course. There is not much information about the game apart from the very familiar and timeless graphical style, story-rich gameplay, characters we've already met in Undertale, a great soundtrack and creative bullet dodging based battles inspired by games like Toho and Chrono Trigger that we can actually win without violence, just like in Undertale, and many more. We play as Chris, and alongside Susie and Ralsei, we will journey through a dark world full of wonders. This is another game that's gonna be huge, and I'm sure it will be called a classic in indie gaming once more. We just need to wait a bit. And that's everything I prepared for you today. I hope you liked this video and found some great new games to play. Leave a comment and tell me which game from this list was your favorite, or if there is a game that wasn't on the list and you can recommend it, then feel free to drop it in the comments. Also leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date with fresh indie games and sale videos. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!